there's a lot of hard work here, but if you stick with it, believe me, that final outcome of greatness and abundance and helping people, it's all there for you.
Because there's a lot of people out there that think success to some degree comes easy for a lot of people. And could you share a little bit, or maybe some experiences that you maybe had to go through? Did you go through some hard times or obstacles on your way to the top?
Well, it's kind of amazing now because, you know, I love both of my children to death, Nick and Brooke. Brooke is 23 years old, Nick is 21, and believe me, they need me now more than ever, you know. And so, like, I'm paying for Nick's school. Thank God he's enrolled in school. He's back on track. And I'm just so proud of him because of all the stuff he went through. And I keep sending him money for his tuition and all the stuff he needs like that. And, you know, I was thinking, I said, you know, I don't remember anybody, you know, ever paying for my school or helping me buy a car. It was different back then in the day, about 100 years ago when I was growing up. But it's kind of like that now, you know, like when we talk about the business I'm in, for instance, the wrestling business, it's changed so much. You get a pair of wrestling boots from Santa Claus, and then you go to wrestling school, you know. And when I first started, there was no wrestling school or nobody gave you anything. And I mean, I walked in a dressing room with 8 really big men with their teeth knocked out and cauliflower ears. And if I wanted to be a wrestler, I had to take one of their jobs from them. So it was a different mindset. And when you asked me about when I first started, the first 2 years, you know, that I wrestled, I was making $120 a week. And I was wrestling 9 or 10 times a week, twice on Saturday, twice on Sunday. And I lived in my van for 2 years. So I actually did the Mickey Rourke wrestler thing for the first 2 years. But I mean, that was all part of getting to where I am today and becoming who I am today. And when you talk about hard times, my whole mindset, my whole attitude has changed. Because before, I used to say, oh, that was bad, or, you know, that was rough, or the divorce I went through was the worst thing ever. And now my whole mindset has changed because now I realize that people are good, life is good, the final outcome and what is inherent in all of us is joy and happiness and love. And when I look at everything in the past that you talk about hard times, all that stuff happened for a reason to make me who I am today. The crazy divorce I went through, you know? That whole crazy life of the yelling and the screaming and all the insanity, which first thing I did was I went and I apologized to both my kids. I'm so sorry for that. That's not how things should be normally. That's not how life is. All that stuff that I thought was bad, now that I look at it from the big picture, I realize all that stuff that we talk about, the hard times, that was all good too because it made me who I am today and it got me to where I'm sitting here in front of you guys today. And I could say everything you're going through, you know, the financial stuff, the working hard, if you had a problem with your relationship or if you ever had a couple back operations or whatever, all that stuff that you're going through, it's good because it's going to make you who you are today. So those tough times, I look at them completely different now than I used to.
Yes, thank you very much. Because everyone can relate to some degree, maybe not to the severity of certain people going through hard times, but for everyone in the room has hard times, right? We're all living, breathing people, and if you didn't have hard times, you wouldn't be in this room, right? And everyone has them. What certain, you know, and obviously, like you said, some of the things that were some adversity that you faced in your life. What are some of the life-changing shifts? What is the mindset shift that kind of took you out of that and put you in the right direction?
Well, first thing, if I'm talking too much, I can make my answer shorter. I mean, I don't know. Am I killing you guys by talking too much? Okay. You know, it kind of like I was so, and I don't want to beat on anybody or say, you know, she's the blame or he's the blame. I mean, at the end of the day, I blame myself because life is about choices. And in any moment, you can change your thinking. And the moment you change your thinking and go, you know what? I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Things start flowing the other way. Like the pendulum will start swinging back the other way. And sometimes when that pendulum swings back the other way, there's some residual stuff that'll fly off the pendulum and you'll get hit with another lawsuit or another bill or maybe you'll have a health problem. But things will keep getting better. So the moment you change your thinking, I found out things started to get better. And what happened, you know, it was my choice to stay in a relationship where there was a lot of upheaval, a lot of negativity, a lot of bad stuff was going on, and I kept hanging in there because I thought, you know, I was supposed to stay in this thing, and when you put your, you know, hand on the Bible and you swore, you know, before God that, you know, it was supposed to last forever, but some people don't want to stay in the situation forever. So I started praying for happiness, and that's what I was doing, and I kept praying for happiness just to be happy, and all of a sudden, one night in Miami, I walked outside, and because I changed my thinking, I was praying for positive stuff, all of a sudden, I got sick and tired of being sick and tired. I snapped out of it. My mindset changed. Life is beautiful. People are good. You know, life is joyful. And it was just a matter of me realizing to quit. Everybody's got a story. You know, I could tell you the story about my 8 back surgeries, about the knee replacement, the hip replacement, the nose broken 13 times, the teeth knocked out, no vision in my left eye. But who cares? Everybody's got a story, but nobody cares. The fact is, that was all in the past, and that was what then. But what everybody cares about is what now. What are you going to do right now? You know? From this point forward, you change your mindset that I'm going to live in abundance. I'm going to help people. I'm not going to be broke anymore. I'm going to live healthy. I'm going to eat healthy. I'm going to get my sleep. I'm going to get my rest. I'm going to be a positive person. And instead of praying for a blessing, be a blessing. You know? And that's where it's at. So that's what I did. I totally forget the question now. But that's what happened to me. I changed my thinking. And I'm telling you, the moment you change your thinking and quit worrying about how am I going to afford to get on track with Visalus, how am I going to do this and that and the other, just say in your mind, I want to be part of this team. I want good things for my life. I want to help people. And you keep thinking that way, it'll happen.
Wow.